All right.
I don't want
Well, too bad. Who wants to do the recap?
I think I could do it because I actually rewatched the whole session again.
to. I watched half of it.
Well, that's certainly something. I mean, you don't have to watch
And
it.
if anybody
always
else
just
wants
take
to watch
notes.
it, youtube.com/dbmicah, you can watch all of the sessions.
Yeah, youtube.com/dbmicah, aka
the channel that you're watching.
The video that you would be watching right now.
Oh, that was... What session that was... Okay.
I thought you
yeah.
said you were prepared, Jen.
I'm totally prepared. I just, yeah. Last session we... Before that we had like I think 12 days or so where all the renovations were taking place at the manor, and at the end of that, when everything seemed we had everything pretty much ready, just we weren't open quite yet, but we're working on that. We're almost there. We decided to have like a housewarming party. We invite or Vinny invites a potential cook named Ron, who is a half-orc, and Cal is a little there's a little pushback there from Cal. Comes off as
it was
a little racist there, just a little. He seemed a little worried that Vinny did admit that Ron comes from the Xanathar's Guild.
Did not like that.
I mean, understandable.
That's my one nitpick with him now. I love him.
But he's, Vinny's explained that, like, the lowest tier, he doesn't know anything. He, it's all good. We ended up inviting over Cal's dads, Embrick and Avi, to the little dinner party, and our ghost behaved. Ron cooked an amazing meal that made all of us hungry, because like beef Wellington and pie and all this stuff.
No, I'm hungry again. Stop.
Alright. But it was like very fancy and high class food. So yeah, we're definitely hiring him. He lives here now in the manor. After the very successful little dinner party, Vinny tells the rest of the group about a job that she'd acquired. So yeah, that night we decide to go try to tackle this job, which apparently someone had been murdering people of elven heritage in the dock ward. So we get out there. There's a tavern called the Mule Skull Tavern, and it's really busy and hectic, and outside of it there was a very suspicious drow man. We couldn't communicate with him. He didn't seem to speak common. And we thought that was just fruitless, so we go inside the tavern, and we don't really get anywhere. But when we leave, there's a drunk sailor that ends up leaving, and I know the drow disappears, and it's this whole thing, and it ends up that he's chased this woman down and has attacked her. So we go to the rescue, and we fight him and end up it was an interesting fight, because Cal ends up accidentally shooting Soul in the back.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
and then probably won't be the last time.
Probably not. Vinny, puts them to sleep.
Have I shot everyone so far?
Not that I know.
I don't think
I thought I shot Vinny. I thought I
shot me through the heart.
Okay. Wow. Go, please continue.
There was, a little bit of a that happened anyway. But we did apprehend the bad guy because Vinny does end up putting Soul too, unfortunately or fortunately, to sleep as well as the Drow. So the City Watch shows up and they take the Drow away. So unfortunately, we don't get to question him or find out why he was doing what he's doing. But the victim, she survives. She's taken somewhere safe, and yeah. So that mission is a success.
Quote unquote.
The next day, Vinny alone meets up with her contact at the yawning portal, and gets her a little note saying, "Good work," and a little bit more gold, which I don't think she tells anyone else about. And I believe that's where we leave off for that.
Yeah. So, since then, some other things have happened. Both Cal and Soul have done some faction missions, which were done in private sessions, so those are all recorded, but I will not recap now because it may be somewhat secretive to some players. And also, Vinny has learned of a new prospect for someone to hire on as tavern staff, a new bartender, and that's basically where we'll be picking up this session. Is the new bartender prospect is coming in for like her official interview with you guys, and yeah, so if you guys are prepared, we can just jump right into that.
Yes.
All right.
I believe so.
Yep. Yeah, I'm prepared.
Fucking Christ. All right.
Wow.
And if you can hear the sirens in the background, don't worry about it. It's not because I did anything illegal.
It's 100% that's why.
Yeah.
That's fine.
This
I
may
have
get
a baby
cut short,
screaming occasionally.
because I may get arrested.
You just hear banging.
Yeah.
Disregard that. Come out, please. Just come out. So Cal goes over here, acting like nothing.
Yeah. What? So is it like? What time is it?
It is late afternoon. Probably around 3:30, 4 o'clock, somewhere in there.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely awake then.
Yeah.
I'd probably be down in the tavern area, actually.
Yeah, and you guys know that she's planning on coming over, like.
Yes, I did let them know.
Yeah, and
she just doesn't tell us.
She sent a letter
like
beforehand, letting you guys know what time she'd be over.
Yeah, and like before, all I ended up saying was her name, and it's a her.
Yeah. So
what is her name?
Isabella de la Rosa, right? De la Rosa.
De la Rosa?
De la Rosa. Doesn't she sound like
very Hispanic
fantastic?
Name?
She sounds amazing, right? Just by her name. Wait till you meet her.
And yeah, on that note, you hear a knock at the front door.
Yeah. I will go up to the door and answer it.
Yeah, you open the door, and there is an absolute unit of a woman, as you put it,
yes.
standing in the doorway. And yeah, this is what she looks like. That's the lovely Isabella de la Rosa.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, I move aside and, hey, come on in.
Yeah, she does so.
So
she walks around and or walks in and looks around the tavern. I'm here about the interview.
Please, voice.
Yeah, you everything is here now. We have our drinks and all that. We have glasses and stuff, right, Mr. DM?
Yeah, everything has
We have
pretty much
everything we
been
need
stocked.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fully stocked now. You can just hang out here for a minute. I'm gonna go get my business partners.
Excellent. She jogs over and slides across the bar, Dukes of Hazzard style.
Okay.
Damn.
No, I'm
Okay.
kidding.
No,
Yeah.
please. I need to. Oh damn.
No.
She walks.
I don't
ar-
need two of them.
She walks
What
around the
a
bar
great idea.
and starts taking note of where everything is and looking at the stock of alcohol that is up here on the first floor.
Right. Okay. Yeah, and then I'm like super giddy, and I go upstairs, and since this is closer, I knock on Kel's office door.
Oh. You hear a bunch of fumbling. And I come and open the door.
He's all, wait a minute, I'm masturbating.
Yeah, basically, you're like, oh, just a second.
I mean, that is always a danger when you knock on Vinny's
You
door.
hear a shitload of rustling, pretty much, and then,
Yeah.
What's up?
Saw, dude.
Hey, Cal. Our potential new bartender's here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Can you not stare at her awkwardly this time, like you did with Ron?
Why would I stare at her?
Now, she's human, I think. Probably.
Okay. I like humans.
She
Humans
is
are good.
She is kind of large.
Oh, well,
She's
there
a
should
lot
be no,
taller than me.
look, we're all about tolerance here. That's all I'm saying. No shaming in the workplace. I'm down with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I recall you saying you have the right to label people as
That's true.
in
I
charge,
do.
and that
Mhm.
I don't. We'll have to work on that, Cal. Definitely don't tell her that.
I mean,
Just
I'm not gonna say it to their face, but I can think it.
oh, you can think whatever you want because I can't read your mind.
Basically, I'm just a huge hypocrite.
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Okay, Cal. I'm gonna go get Soul if he's
All right.
here.
All right, I'll head down.
I'll be right back. I dropped my soda.
Well, it's gonna take her a minute to get up there, so.
Okay.
All right, well.
Yeah, Cal, you head downstairs.
Yeah.
And when you get down there, you see Isabella. She hasn't noticed you yet. She is behind the bar, sort of arranging some glasses and bottles and whatnot. And she is about, I'd say, 6 foot, 6'1", and very solidly built.
So
Alright, I'm good now.
I get to the bottom of the stairs and
Uh-oh.
freeze. For half a second, and then try and sneak my way back up the stairs.
Make a stealth check.
Okay. Oh fuck. 7.
Yeah, you go to walk back up the stairs, but you're not really paying too much attention to your feet, and you don't lift one of them high enough, and you just kind of loudly kick one of the steps with the back of your heel. And Isabella turns around and just stares at you, confused, as you slowly walk backwards up the stairs.
Yeah, I just leaning against the railing as I'm trying to look cool, and just walking backwards up the stairs.
Why is he so weird?
Yeah, I'll rush back into my room as soon as she's not inside of me.
Wow.
And then
Yeah.
I had some maybe a little bit of Eau de orc's blood stashed away. A little spritz of that on me, you know.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of was it Ron Burgundy where someone had
Exactly.
like some kind of cougar
Panther. It was
piss
like
or-
Panther. It was like Panther piss or something.
Yeah.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Yeah, throw some of that like shitty perfume on myself,
Yeah.
and then walk down.
Yeah. Pop a few buttons on your shirt, show like the 3 chest
Yeah,
hairs that you
show
have.
like yeah, my gnome cleavage.
What
And just walk down. Like I look like, just imagine this in your head. This looks like the most confident little gnome you've ever seen in your entire life, and I walk up to her and go,
Make a performance check.
Why?
yeah. Was that charisma?
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Oh, You
Wait, hold on. Performance? It's a 18
Yeah, you have a -1.
in charisma. Yeah, I don't have. It's not a skill.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. You look smooth AF.
But I'm not.
You come slinking down the stairs. A slight like breeze, you're not sure where it comes from, kind of ruffles your jacket a little bit.
Is it the ghost?
Maybe. And you come up
It's
and
my
you
boy.
you lean coolly up against the bar and like cross one foot in front of the other. You know, just kind of like stop.
I meant to say hi, how are you doing? But I just, all that came out of my mouth was.
She looks at you for a moment and kind of smirks. Hello, you must be Cal.
I am, and then I'll just put my hand out, my clammy hand.
Yeah, she bends her knees a little bit and reaches
Oh.
down and shakes your hand. And she straightens herself back up and kind of like surreptitiously wipes her hand on her pants. This is a fine bar that you have here.
Wow.
Thanks.
So Vinny,
Yeah, I'm. Oh God, Cal.
you make your way
I-
up to the attic.
Yeah, I knock on the door.
I open it with the cat on my shoulders.
It's on your shoulders?
Yeah.
Everyone just get animals? What the fuck? It's my dog app.
Oh, we'll get to the dog in a minute.
Oh god.
It's in the it's at the farmer's house.
Yeah, I'm almost like Cal for a minute, seeing, this
Oh
very
wow.
handsome,
Fluffy.
stoic tiefling.
With a
This fluffy
fluffy fucking
squish-
cat.
God, I'd like start blushing, like.
This is what gets you? This?
You gotta understand girls, man. Come on.
The devil man with the cat.
Yeah. It's the
I
mix of,
guess.
like the stoic, doesn't care about anything kind of
Oh,
attitude.
The bad boy
Sasuke.
A
attitude.
cat.
Sasuke.
Yeah, oh no, God. She's a lot more competent than Sakura.
Sakura.
Anyway. The bartender is downstairs.
Alright.
I don't give a shit.
I reach out and I give the cat scritches.
Yeah,
Scritches.
it does that thing where it like moves its head into the scritch, and kind of rubs its head up against your hands.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah, I think the little lump in my coat pocket. Actually, I don't have my coat on. I have a pants pocket. It's in my pants. Oh,
Your eyebrows are still gone. I just.
they're growing back in slowly.
I colored it in for you.
Yeah, Vinny didn't keep that.
Oh,
Yeah, anyway, Cal is downstairs alone with the bartender, so let's go before he makes something bad happen. So, I don't know if you're gonna bring the cat or not, but I think it's a good look for you.
I like how you guys
Walking
know
down.
this is the only time you guys know when like it's 100% incompetence for me. It's when it's just people. Simple task is just talking to fucking people.
Oh, that's adorable. Yeah, I'd
I've
start
taking a seat at the
heading.
bar, by the way.
Yeah.
At this point.
Follow her downstairs.
Yeah, you guys come downstairs to a palpable silence. As
Oh, no.
Cal is sitting there happily swinging his legs back and forth. And Isabella is like awkwardly trying to stay focused on what she's doing and not like notice the gnome that's almost certainly just staring at her.
Yeah, and yeah, like my nose scrunches up, like whatever
Like-
he's got on
Oh
smells
yeah,
horrible.
it reeks in here.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
bet.
oh
That
god.
shit was like this
like
is like
a middle
this is
school
expensive.
boys' locker room after the
I just
axe
sprayed
showers.
Axe on it.
Yeah,
No, I'm
like,
like, oh no, no.
the chocolate
Cal-
axe.
Oh,
Yeah.
as soon as she comes up to me, I like what's up?
Okay, I don't know what you did. This
What?
no, this is just no, and I
What?
prestidigitate him clean. I clean that off.
Clean what up?
Whatever,
What are you doing?
whatever scent you have, it's
Woman?
not working, honey. No.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Here, something better, and I make him smell like oh, what's that scent? Sandalwood. Something masculine and nice.
Okay.
I don't notice the change.
Yeah, hopefully everyone else does. Yeah,
Yeah, Isabella comes back around this little like wall of shelves
Mhm.
right here.
hmm
So what'll it be?
right. This is gonna be like her
yeah.
interview, guys.
Yes.
I don't know. anything
Sorry, I'm
about-
looking up what the name of it was.
He just
Those-
clears his throat loudly and then falls silent.
Yeah, I know. At least for me, I'll have an ale. Good looking.
She again smirks and grabs a glass from beneath the bar and goes over to a keg that has been set up and tapped over here and pours you an ale and comes over and sets it down and looks over at Soul.
Same.
Yeah.
And some food.
What was that?
Said and some food.
Did you just ask her for food or did?
Yeah.
Okay.
At the same time,
That's
her
the same.
test, just to bring
Yeah.
out both.
What?
Yeah. Ale
What do you-
and food.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she. What kind of food do you want?
Mm. Whatever's back there.
Okay.
Oh,
She also pours you an ale and sets it down, and then goes over to this door over here.
sees Ron.
Yeah, has a conversation with Ron, and comes back out a minute later with some bread and some cheese.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I feel like if it's gonna be left up to anyone, it's probably best to leave it up to Ron.
Is that the first time she's met Ron?
As far as you know.
Okay, no. Okay.
And then I'll have one glow glass.
She kind of raises an eyebrow at you for a second.
And I raise one back.
And then she grins and reaches into her bra and pulls out a folded up piece of parchment and unfurls it real quick and scribbles a note, and then she stands back up and turns around and goes over and starts pulling bottles off the shelf. And as she does so, the parchment folds itself up into a little paper crane and flies out the door, which opens of its own accord and closes out behind it.
Uh-oh.
And you can hear her like opening bottles and doing something over here, but Cal, you can't really see her too well. Soul, you can though. She is currently like measuring out different amounts of a couple different alcohols into a glass, and a few minutes later, the door again opens of its own accord, and this time an actual bird flies through the door with a small bundle grasped in its talons, and flies over the bar to her. And
I know exactly what just happened.
She takes the little bundle and gives the bird a little scratch on the back of its head and sends it back out. And then a moment later comes back out, sets the glass down in front of you and sets the little bundle down and opens it up, and there are two small glowing mushrooms. One of them is blue and another one is sort of like a crimson color, and she takes them and cuts each one in half and puts a half of each in the glass and muddles it around a little bit, and as she does so, at sort of a surprising rate, the mushrooms kind of crumble up and infuse with the alcohol that she's put in the glass, until it's a glowing sort of bluish purple, and then she smiles politely at you and pushes the glass across the bar to right in front of you.
I'll sniff it. Probably sniffs exactly how I think it sniffs or it smells. And I'll hold it up to Vinny. Say, "You want a sip?"
I'm sorry, what?
I'll take the glass, give it a quick little whiff, and then offer Vinny some.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before I have a sip.
Okay, I'll give it a try, and I take a little sip of it.
Yeah.
It's probably the sweetest thing you've ever tasted. Like almost nauseous, like in fact nauseously sweet.
It is. It's not pleasant. It's sweet, and you know that like tingling feeling in the back of your mouth that's almost painful when you eat something that's too sour, and it sort of makes you salivate.
Yeah.
It's that feeling, but it doesn't taste sour. It tastes very sweet.
Yeah, it's interesting. All yours, Cal.
Oh, yeah.
Nicely done, though, right?
Yeah, I'm impressed.
But I mean, if I want a glow glass, I can do that myself. And I pull out a little bit of glowy moss out of a bag.
Ew.
And I rub it between my hands, and then I touch my mug, and it glows. I cast light on it. And I take a swig. I'm like, see, this is how I do it.
Isabella looks amused, but otherwise doesn't say anything.
Yeah, I drink my drink. I'm
Good challenge, Cal.
honestly impressed.
See?
The bird was a nice trick.
Should we be stocking ingredients like that? You think people order weird things here?
Depends on what kind of crowd we get. That's typically a drink for people like me. Gnomes.
gnomes.
Isabella pipes up. I can stock whatever I feel we'll need.
Okay, yeah. I trust your judgment.
Do you have any past bartending experience besides the clear expertise that you just showed us? Do you have any other places you've worked?
I worked for a tavern in Luskin a few years back, but nothing since then.
Let's see.
And, I mean, I must say, you look like you can handle yourself in a fight.
She again smirks at this.
We don't expect you to fight. But
No, but just think of
that's
this.
why we got
Cal.
him. I'll just point to Soul.
She looks at Soul.
I still have the cat on my shoulder.
Yeah, I was about to say, she looks at Soul and then looks at this derpy, frumpy cat.
That I've never seen.
Yeah. And I'm sure he can handle himself.
Oh yeah, we can all handle ourselves. Just
That's what he
fine.
tells me.
I just kind of look at Cal and say, when I don't get shot in the back, and then look back down at my food.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hate to see it. You really do hate to see it. Oh man, we got to catch that guy that shot him in the back.
Uh,
I can catch him right now.
yeah. As you will learn, Isabella, our us three may be a little difficult to deal with sometimes, but I'm
Our
sure you can
business
handle just
dynamic.
fine. Yeah, we'll try to stay out of your hair, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I look forward
we
to
will-
it.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, you got the job if you want it.
When's opening night?
Oh man, when should...
How much did you save, Micah, for us to have as collateral?
Like, what do you mean?
So you said, since we're basically, are we ready to open?
I think we're
Yeah.
ready.
Right? This is all we need?
Yeah, you guys
We
have
just need people
staff
to work
and
here.
are stocked.
Okay.
And I
Yeah,
mean,
we have about 320 party funds, 325 gold left over in case something bad happens, I guess.
Oh yeah, we're fine.
All right. Then, give me a couple days to get the word out, and then we should be open.
All right.
Yeah, we should get matching jackets.
Okay.
All of us, including staff. We'd all get like. We should hire someone to do like a logo.
Isabella,
Yes.
how do you feel about trench coats?
They're not really my style, but obviously, you guys seem to like them. She looks at both Cal and Winnie.
I mean, to be fair, I'm actually not wearing my coat right now.
All right. Well.
My corset
sure
is on
she's
full
seen it.
display.
Okay.
Yeah, she's seen my coat.
All right. Well.
Well,
If you have a.
in that case, I do have some other appointments that I need to see to this evening, but if you guys tell me when I need to be here, I will be here.
We'll say. How does 2 days sound to you guys?
Yeah.
I'll look at Benny and Soul.
Okay, that sounds fine.
All right.
I nod.
Cool.
Oh,
See you
and
then.
I'll warn you one other thing. There's a ghost here.
Oh, yeah. We probably should have told her about that.
Nah, I'm telling her right now. You know, he's friendly. He'll, push in your chair when you get up. He'll open things for you sometimes. He was a bit feisty at first, but since we fixed the place up, seems like he's a very positive force here. So
He's a previous owner.
Well, I
we
look forward to
think.
working with him.
yeah, And you've met Ron. He's mute in case you haven't noticed. Don't
Yeah.
ask him about that. But he's a great cook, and he can write common and he understands it. So that should all be fine. And you don't need to worry about where he came from. And I kind of raise my eyebrows at her. Okay.
Right.
Your eyebrows that you don't have.
My eyebrow ridges. I have like an eyebrow piercing too. That goes up. The facial expressions are still there.
Well, if that's all, then I suppose I'll see you all in 2 days.
Okay. Very good.
It's been a pleasure.
Very good.
Yeah. And she walks around the bar and gives Circe a few scritches behind the ear, and then heads out.
How does Soul feel about scritches?
I don't know.
Probably not
Does
into
Soul
it.
give scritches?
Scritches? Oh no.
The Soul wants scritches himself. That's what I'm
No,
asking.
definitely. That's a good way to get your fucking feet off.
Yeah, I don't want to lose a hand. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think that went.
Too.
I think that went great.
Just
Right?
like put my elbow like on the bar and like cut my chin with my hand.
She's gorgeous, isn't she?
I think I'm in love.
Oh, oh, I see. Try not to do. You know what you did today? Just don't do that.
What do you
None of
mean?
that.
I thought I rocked
Let's get you some proper cologne.
She
Whatever you were using was not.
has
good.
to be in love with me. There's no way.
I
just kind of raised my eyebrow at Cal.
I don't think it's a good idea to try to get involved with your employees because that becomes
That's what makes
this
it
whole
so sweet.
thing.
It's forbidden love.
Keep it in your pants, Cal.
And
If
then
I can, you can.
as far as Soul raising his eyebrow, I'm just gonna raise one back at him. What you got there?
Yeah,
Are
what's
you even
the
big
cat?
enough for her?
Oh, damn! Wow, he is feisty.
I mean, we can show each other later, but as far as the pressing matter, you have a cat now?
Yeah, and around this time, you guys start to smell something cooking from the kitchen.
Can you smell
and
what the Ron is cooking?
About the time that you guys smell it, Circe kind of raises his head, and his nose twitches a little bit, and he gracefully hops down from Soul's shoulders onto the bar, and then hops down. Yeah, he's incredibly graceful.
It's a cat.
And he slinks over towards the kitchen. And you guys have never heard Ron make any noise at all before. But,
he's laughed, but...
yeah, that's true.
I mean, I was like...
Yeah, you hear a very audible squee of excitement as Circe walks into the kitchen.
What was that?
Oh, I think Ron is in love too.
Ron? Are you okay?
He's happy. It's a cat. Cats are cute.
Okay.
Yeah, a second later, Ron walks out, and he has flour on his apron, and Circe is like rubbing up against his feet and his calf, and he raises an eyebrow at you.
Yeah, I guess we have a cat now.
He smiles and nods his head.
Oh, you good with that? You good?
He gives you a thumbs up.
All right, cool. Yeah, don't know how we got it, but we got it.
Yeah, so how did you... Where did the cat come from? I didn't think you were the type to get anything that's actually cute and fluffy.
I thought you ate cats. Honestly, I don't.
Thought you hated everything.
Came from my window.
You're what?
Don't you live in the attic?
Window.
I got it from the shelf.
You're like 4 stories up.
How did it get up there?
I just shrugged.
Okay.
Is it?
Better not
What?
not to know, I guess.
It's a magical cat. We have a magical cat now.
Is it magic?
Is
That's
it?
Good.
Just
I
look
mean-
at you. It's your department.
I'm not like a nerd. I don't know how to like figure this stuff out. I just do
Well-
magic. I don't know it.
Can I make an Arcana check
Uh,
on the
sure.
cat?
What are you trying to like discern exactly?
If it is natural.
I mean, you don't have to make a roll. It looks like a normal cat.
Can I like
You-
roll a charisma check to see if they can get the cat to come up to me?
Animal handling, sure.
Animal hand. There we go. Sorry. Which is okay.
Wisdom.
Good thing I got some of that. Oh, still not good. Yeah. It's 18. Or sorry, 8.
Yeah.
Sorry, 9.
I mean, this seems like a very friendly cat. He hops up on the bar and comes over to you. Oh goodness.
No,
There we go.
I think this cat is magical because it's charmed all of us.
Yeah, 100%. What's its name?
Cersus.
S-
Cersus.
of-
Wow. I'm not. Yeah, that feels like a very soul kind of name.
Sir, it is.
Sir
I
Kitty.
just kind of give Cal a stare and then turn around.
Sir, good with. I mean, it's Sir. I'm not very good with S's.
I see. Did you used to have
Scritches.
a lisp as a kid?
Yeah.
Scritches.
As he's scratching it, I'm just gonna kind of look at him and say that I also get jobs through the cat.
Oh,
Oh,
you immediately
Right.
stop touching the cat.
I just kind of nod my head. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I've had similar things happen. It wasn't a cat though. It was, a different animal.
When I have weird secret jobs, I have people tell me. I don't know about you guys.
I mean, yeah, it's usually people.
I never said it was a secret. I mean, I got Vinny to help.
Right. We
What did you
went
guys
on
do?
a mission
Wait.
together. It was so romantic.
It was romantic.
There was. Oh, it was so
The
fun.
unicorn was really romantic.
What the
Yeah.
fuck did I miss?
I can summon unicorns.
Did your magic go all crazy again?
Yes.
And it
No,
summoned
I-
a unicorn without me?
I totally meant to do that.
She totally didn't.
Come on.
On
I
brief
was
aside,
working
that
on-
is
I'm,
like
like,
my favorite thing that
fighting,
happens on the
you
wild
know.
magic table.
I was fighting magic scarecrows. I'm like, hey, a unicorn would be the perfect thing to summon.
I'm
So
mad at
that's
both
what
of
I
you
did.
in real life now.
And the poison.
Because I wanted the
So?
fucking unicorn so bad. And you fucking blew yourself up instead.
I also
Shot lightning.
I shot lightning. I mean, I can do that already, but it was it felt different. It was
Stronger.
it was a little bit different. Yeah,
Man,
it was
that's
definitely
cool.
Stronger.
Yeah, all I got was like some sort of, some cool stuff.
And you guys joined me in my mission. I had a job. Yeah, it's a mission.
The last thing we did? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the drow that we captured.
Yeah, and I got his cool pistol.
Pistol.
Sorry, pipe.
Pipe. Yeah, what was that thing? That was
Pistol.
I've never seen a weapon like that before.
It's don't worry about it.
Is it like a secret?
I mean, All you gotta know is that it's a weapon, and I have one.
Yeah.
So is that good with you? By the way, don't tell anyone I have one. I'll be upset.
But is it a secret that other people know about it?
Yes.
I don't.
No. Don't tell anyone.
I'll try.
Yeah. I don't know either. I'm still looking into it.
Oh, is this like some project you're gonna be working on?
Yeah. Let's go with that.
That's cool.
Project that sometimes I'm just gone without anyone knowing sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
Interesting.
All right. Yeah, you guys have a few more hours of daylight left. Actually, probably about an hour of daylight left because it's winter time. But yeah, it's around 4:30 ish. What do you want to do?
You know, I need to pick something up. I'd like to buy some of those paper birds. Unless you have some, Kyle.
I've got one I've been holding on to for a rainy day.
Yeah.
How much
maybe
are
you
they?
should buy some for your office.
You probably should.
If they're not too much money. I mean, I got quite a lot of pocket money now.
I have some.
Yeah. You want to go shopping?
Apparently, Soul's getting jobs from a cat, so...
Well, I assume someone is messaging him through the cat. Cat's
Yeah.
a guy.
It was
A
a
medium.
ghost.
It was a ghost?
Right.
A ghost.
What the fuck do you do up in your room?
Talk to demons.
No, don't
commune
tell
with
me.
the
Don't-
dead.
I don't want...
Usual.
What? You do that?
No.
Dude, we totally have to like sneak into his room one time.
We
and just
totally
check
have
it
to
out.
not do
He's
that.
not there. Cause I think like he pretends everything's normal, but I don't think it is. I think
He's
he's
right
got,
there.
Like... No,
I'm just kind of looking at it.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk quietly, but I mean, he's right there. But, yeah. Anyway, paper birds.
I
Yeah,
also need to
that's-
buy a shield.
Oh.
Oh. I mean... I might know where you can get one.
Sure you do.
I mean, I literally work there.
Yeah.
Right.
What?
Give me 1 second.
Okay. Forgot to get my new.
Plus, I should probably go talk to Embrick and Avi before we... Oh, God. Oh, that's right.
Gone fancy.
I love this map. This is a cool map.
Let's see, what's a good
Yep.
yellow?
This one's us, right? Right here.
Yes.
Alright. Oh, I
We
got...
are under the map.
Did we... No. Hold on, I got it.
Well, this is a turret, so.
Wait,
Oh, my
what?
cat.
There we go.
Yeah, that looked like our building. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is...
Yeah.
Only one with a turret.
Because of the turret. Yeah, I know. I would be interested in going to that magic item maker place, the library with the hot dad in it.
The handsome boys.
Yeah, I mean, the nerd that apparently has a girlfriend because he was very put off by my massage
That's this building
idea.
down here.
Can you...
BT dubs.
Where's...
Which building? Over here?
Which one?
This one.
This one over
That's
here.
the...
That's the bookworm's
the-
treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Steam and Steel. Where's the Steam and Steel?
the Steam and Steel is this building here.
This one. Okay.
Well, I mean... I guess I gotta go to the Steam and Steel. Soul, if you wanna roll with me, and maybe we can talk to Embrick about getting you a shield.
Sure.
And I can pick up extra paper birds depending on how much they are. For
I think they're really
free off.
expensive. Yeah, please do.
I'll see what I can do.
I'll give you like 25 gold pieces.
Okay.
From the party funds.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, there goes my cat. Toady, no. Yeah.
Toady?
So I guess we're splitting. That's my cat's name.
Oh, it's adorable.
Yeah, she's a little tortoiseshell kitty.
Oh.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna let her out. So.
We have the one session with cats, and for some reason, my cats are nowhere to be seen. The one time.
Let's see.
Who made this map?
I actually have no idea, but I probably should know.
Because it's like perfect, because there's a bunch of, like behind the Steam and Steel, there's a bunch of bows and arrows and crossbows. Which is probably exactly what you would find there.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Cal and Soul, you go over to the Steam and Steel. It's getting somewhat late, and business is pretty much wound down.
Mm-hmm.
So Embrick is not worrying about keeping the forge super hot. It's kind of dying down, but both Embrick and Avi are still in the workshop working on some of their projects.
Yeah, I'm just walking through one of the big doors.
Yep.
And just wait till they just stand to the side and wait till they have time to come and talk to us, finish what they're working on or whatever.
Yeah, when you guys come in, Avi looks up. Hi, Cal.
Hey, what's up, guys? I got some news.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be opening in 2 days.
Congratulations.
Yep. Should be great. I guess. I mean, I'll be here, but try and get the word out. If you could. Also, Soul, my buddy Soul here.
Yep.
If you're familiar with him, he needs a shield.
Sure. What size and style?
Soul?
Something like a buckler.
Oh. That's pretty
Not
easy.
very large.
Yeah, no problem. Embrick gets up and goes over to the area of the shop that they normally sell things from. It's kind of opens up to like an outdoor bazaar type thing.
Yeah.
And finds a shield matching what Soul asked for, and carries it over. Will this work for you?
Yeah, I just have to take it.
All right.
Look at it for a second and then nod.
That'll be 5 gold.
I hand out 5 gold.
Yeah.
Because that's cheaper than the book says already.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
you get a discount because Cal's with you.
You probably got it at cost of what it actually was.
Yeah. It's just a plus 2 to armor class.
Just a flat +2.
Yep.
I guess I could do with the shield too. Didn't think of that.
Okay.
I'm proficient with shields as well.
Yeah.
Huh. Could I'll get one too. Do you have another one?
Sure. And he goes over and finds a slightly smaller one.
Like a mini buckler, like a
Yeah.
buckler-sized buckler for like reference, like small.
Yeah. And he gives it to you.
Cool. Thank you. I'll give
Of
him
course.
5 gold.
He waves you off. No need.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course.
Don't ask me why I need a shield. Home defense.
He smirks.
Yeah. All right. Coolio. 2 days. I hope to see you guys there on opening night.
We'll be there.
Awesome.
And it's about this time that Embrick looks up and notices that you guys are here. And he just kind of nods at you and goes back to his work.
Give him a wave.
Yeah, Vinny.
All right.
Yes.
You head over to the Bookworm's Treasure and walk in. There's nobody here this time. Everybody's pretty much gone for the day. But Michael is sitting behind the counter reading a book.
Hey there.
Hello?
Hi. So, was wondering if I could buy some paper birds.
Sure. How many do you need?
How much are they?
Gold piece for a pack of 6.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's it? Oh, shit.
let me think here. Yeah, we need them for our tavern, which is opening in 2 days, by the way.
There
We
you
should-
go.
we should
That a
probably go
girl.
there.
Congratulations.
Thanks. I'm really excited about it, and really hope you can make it.
I'll see what I can do.
And never mind about the massage stuff. That was just an idea I was kind of bouncing around. It was mostly in jest. I kind of wink at him.
So how many of those birds did you need?
Yes. All right, I have to do math here. Let's see.
6 times 20, right?
It's just
mean,
one
That's
gold.
120.
Yeah, a gold for a
I gave-
pack.
I gave you 25 gold. You
Yeah.
could spend that.
I just decide, Cal gave me money, so I'll just spend that money. Yeah, I just pop down the 25 gold. I'm like, oh, 25 packs.
He raises his eyebrows. It's like,
That's a lot of fucking paper birds.
all right, give me just a minute.
15 gold.
And he goes into the back room, and you hear some muffled talking, and Raphael kind of laugh. And then a minute later, Michael comes back out with like, you know how like when you buy printer paper, it'll come in like wrapped in brown paper. It's like that. He comes with a brown bundle, and sets it on the counter in front of you. There you go.
All right, thank you. I know it's a lot of them, but I might need to send out a lot of messages.
Yeah, that's 150 paper birds.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you need?
I suppose not. Yeah, tell your dad, tell your friends, tell your family, opening in 2 days.
Okie doke.
And with that, I take my leave with my big old packet of paper birds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there like a... I guess I'll meet up with Cal and Soul first.
Okay.
Let's see. I'll start heading back to see if I meet up with them or whatever.
I assume that you guys headed back to the Troll Skull Manor when you were done buying shields.
Yeah, is there any, like... I guess we're on the backside. I was gonna say, you could stop in at some businesses and try and spread the word about our...
Oh.
Yeah.
people on the street.
I wondered if maybe during the few days we could have just said we made some fires or something.
Yeah,
You know.
that's what we got the paper birds for.
And
Well,
actually,
those are expensive.
I'm sorry, I was mistaken.
No,
It's this building here. That's the Steam and Steel. My bad.
That's fine. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. The building that you guys were at is called the Bent Nail.
Oh,
That is
is that Fletcher?
a Fletcher and carpenter and woodworker.
That's what I thought with the
Yeah.
bow and arrow.
Oh.
Yeah. This is the Steam and Steel, and over here is the Bent Nail.
Cool.
Mabby.
All good, B.
With the chimneys.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
It'd be nice if they had little like labels for some of these.
They do on the map
Just-
that I have.
We could just add them after the fact if we want.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is like the player map.
That's a good idea. Right.
Yeah, so there's the Bent Nail right here. Right here is the Corellan's Crown. That's another one of the businesses here in Troll Skull Alley.
Yeah, that's where the alchemy people are, right?
Yes, that's where Fala
Fala.
and Lucy work.
Right
This-
across the street from us.
Yeah.
Right. I will be visiting that a lot.
This building right here is the Tiger's Eye. That's the PI who runs out of the alley.
Right.
And then I think that's it for the businesses here. Yeah. And of course, Troll Skull Manor. And a sewer access right over here.
Oh,
Ooh,
good.
Very convenient.
Yeah. That's the other thing marked on my map.
Hell yeah.
The rest of these are basically like residences.
You'll see me
Okay.
like slinking off towards the sewer, like
She
late
just
at
like
night.
goes out the back door. It's like, oh, there she goes again.
Yeah.
Fucking sewer time.
And on this map, it seems like there's some other stuff that's been marked that's kind of interesting. Looks like there's a fish market over here. Dope.
Yeah, that makes sense. Probably where we
Uh,
get our fish for.
I guess this
all
here
of
is
us
now a
and
hat
cat.
store because there's a hat out here.
Yeah, hey, hat stores, I can dig it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Aw,
Dude, we should get totally fitted for our opening day.
damn. Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that. Either getting like nice cologne for Cal or something.
I have a nice cologne.
No. Maybe I can make it to the tavern before you and find it and dump it out.
It's in my desk.
Yeah,
You can
I
try and rummage through my desk without me knowing.
I can certainly try with all of my sneaky skills I have.
Okay.
One day, because you go home at night, you know? Your office is unprotected.
That's what you think.
That's true.
Is there anything else that you guys wanted to do? Oh, that's right. You guys were
Besides
gonna meet back
spreading word.
up. Yeah. So yeah, you guys meet back up over on the street corner. Soul and Cal both fitted with new shields.
Ooh,
and
shut up.
Vinny
Fancy.
carrying a thick package.
I got, like, all of it, you know? We can send
That's definitely
so many
some
messages.
paper birds.
Yeah,
Good
I
job,
mean, it
good
could be
work.
really useful, and I need some of them, but, you know.
That's
Yeah.
fine. You can take some. You take a couple. I'm probably gonna use a bunch of them.
Yeah.
But good job.
I should have got you a nice quill. Very nice.
Oh, I have one. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Probably. I don't know. Do I have one, Mr. DM? I'd say I have one.
Sure.
All right, cool. Yeah, I got one.
I'm gonna get you a nice magic one that has some kind of nice effect on it.
Just like
Ones you don't have to ink.
Pink
Yeah.
ink.
What?
Yeah, pink ink. Thanks.
I don't know if that's standard. I feel like Cal would have an
Definitely
issue.
not.
Yeah. I don't think people want pink inked letters. Yeah.
He needs it for his letters to Isabella.
Oh, love letters!
No.
I
Saul.
can perfume them for you.
Speaking
But
of which,
no, that's not professional. We shouldn't be hitting on our employees because there's a power dynamic, and it's then she'd feel obligated, and it's weird.
Never. I would never put someone in
trust
that
me.
position.
I've been in positions like that. It never works.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess I'm good, Mr. DM.
I take one of the paper birds.
Yeah.
Write on it, and it flies away.
I tried to look at what he was writing.
Sure. Cal, make a sleight of hand check contested by Vinny's perception check.
Oh boy.
Okay. I was just gonna type what I wrote in it to you, but maybe I won't have to. Ooh, yeah. That's 21.
Damn it!
Sorry.
I got 18.
21.
Yeah. You're
I'm
kind
a
of
sneaky
like,
little fuck.
you're trying to peer over his shoulder as what he's writing, but like he keeps like turning away from you, and so you watch amused as Cal like spins in a circle, and Vinny kind of walks around him, trying to see what he's writing.
I throw it like so she can't grab it.
Yeah. You throw it, and normally throwing a piece of paper is very ineffectual, but you throw it straight up in the air, and it's as if you threw a rock. Like it arcs up into the air, and at the apex of its arc, it folds itself up into a bird and flies away.
Awesome.
Okay, fine. Let's get inside where it's warm.
Okay. Yep, you guys go back inside the Troll School Manor.
Okay. And I would give Cal most of the paper birds to put in his office, but I keep 5 for myself.
Okay. Soul, are you gonna take any of the paper birds?
No.
So.
All right. Cal, you now have 145 paper birds in your office.
Yeah, those are going in a drawer.
So you used one, so.
Oh, I had one on me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I had a spare.
All right.
And I suggest everyone at least have one on them at all times. Because you never know when you need to call back up.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Soul, you want to at least have one?
I'll take one.
Okay.
All right, Cal, you have 144 paper birds.
Oh, okay. I'll take one more, put it in my pocket, and I'll take 143 of them and put them in a drawer in my desk.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you guys want to do tonight, or do we want to move on to morning?
We can move on to morning. I do have, like, at night, I do end up sending, one paper bird. I'll message you what it says.
Okie doke.
And you
I
just,
send one.
They
Oh,
find
God.
the person based on their name, right? You don't need like their address or.
Yeah, as long as they're
I
within
think
the
it just
city, then
magically
all you
knows.
need is their name. And like
It's
an
like
idea
the
in your
Death Note.
mind of who they are.
It's like the Death Note. You gotta have
Yeah.
you gotta imagine the person's face and their name, so
Basically,
you don't send it to the wrong person with the same name.
And the ability for it to be that non-specific is only within Waterdeep. Like, these paper birds are special to the city.
Right.
Yeah. I will send one to our good pal Durnan.
Oh.
Basically saying that because he definitely knows about us, considering his stance or his
Yeah.
stature in what is it called, the Order of Bar,
the Fellowship of
something.
Innkeepers.
There we go. Yeah, I send him one basically saying I'd be humbled if he could make it.
Okay.
On our opening day. 142 now. 142 paper birds left. Let's just keep sending letters. Just spamming people with paper birds.
I mean, I think there's a classier way to do it. I think inviting certain specific people maybe might not be so bad, but I mean, during the next few days, we could get the word out and have flyers and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I just want to invite Darren. Because he's cool.
Okay.
And he's a glowing sword and a sick dad bod.
Okay.
God.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. The evening turns into night, without much consequence. Ron makes dinner for everybody, as you guys have become accustomed to in the past couple of days. And unless someone's sneaking out to go into the sewers, there.
I wonder who that could be.
No, I have no reason to tonight.
Yeah. There is. Yeah, nothing really happens at night. But I do need to see you in the private call, Jen.
Oh.
Alright, me and Soul will entertain ourselves.
So Jake, Jeremy, talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Well, RP.
Yeah.
Nothing great, but just
Jen,
Soul staring at Cal as Cal talks.
Yeah. Jen, let's move over to the private DM talk.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, night goes by without much consequence. But for you, it's even more boring than usual. Vinny is typically a very vivid dreamer. And even when she's not having nightmares, her dreams are often colorful and strange. But your mind throughout the night is filled with a sort of uneasy silence. There is, like, you're not dreaming, but it's not so much like when you wake up and it's like, oh, I didn't dream last night. There is a palpable absence of anything. And you wake up in a cold sweat very early in the morning. Like, it's probably 4 a.m., roughly, when you wake up, around the time that Soul normally gets up. But
yeah, when I usually go to bed.
Yeah, you wake up and kind of a cold sweat, and it is completely silent in the house. Like, you don't you don't know what woke you up, but as you kind of wipe sleep from your eyes and take in your surroundings, you're still in your room, but there is a familiar mind flayer sitting in the same chair that he was in last time that he met you here. And he is just sitting there watching you. You get the impression that he may have been there for a while. He was just watching you sleep. But he is just sitting there in silence, watching your reaction as you wake up.
Yeah, I sit straight up, just clutching the blanket to me. Good evening, sir.
I'm here for your first status report.
Right, and I like swing my legs over the bed, and I stay seated though, and I like wring my hands, and they're like, clammy and sweaty. Right. I completed my first mission for the Zents. It paid really well, which is a little suspicious to me. A lot of gold up front, and 50 when we completed it. I was asked to investigate a series of murders in the dock ward. It was a drow we discovered killing elves. We found him. We apprehended him. The victim was rescued. I don't know if you need information about the drow. Unfortunately, I was unable to interrogate him because the city watch arrived. Yeah, so I completed that mission, sir. And she just kind of waits and yeah.
And what have you learned of the inner workings of the Zentrum?
My handler contact. I'm not sure what title I would give him. He's claimed that he's part of a group within the Zentarum that are trying to legitimize businesses of theirs, trying to I mean, I don't really believe it, but trying to do good things, beneficial things, seems to the community and other people instead of furthering their own selfish goals. He's made it sound like he's part of a group within that's trying to change the organization, and that they don't seem to be all that they don't seem to be all on the same page about where they want this organization to go.
And this is Mr. Starsong?
Yes, DeVille Starsong, sir. I'm afraid I don't know much about him. Oh, yes.
And with that, he stands up and walks over to your door. And you, like, as you follow him across the room, you notice that the plaque with the eye that was on the outside of your door previously is now on the inside of your door, facing in towards your room. And just like last time, he walks over and sets his hand on the eye, so like his palm is covering it, and gives one last cold look back at you and vanishes.
Okay. I decide not to get up. I I spend some time just staring at the eye, afraid to move, and then I eventually will probably go back to sleep for a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. Let's move back to the main call.
Okay.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
Soul's in the restroom.
Okay. We will wait
Yeah.
for him to get back then.
So,
Uh,
you said Soul, so I'm thinking he's like
No, he's in the restroom.
he's having some really rough.
Oh,
He
okay,
ate something that did not agree with him.
Yeah.
cat.
He was eating cat food.
We
welcome
talked
back.
it out. We squared up. We hashed out our beef while you guys were gone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Somewhat. I
Yeah.
mean, as best as we could. As best as I could.
Well, I'm glad that you
I mean, he's
guys are
still
on the
mad.
same page now. Yeah, I
He's still
imagine so.
mad.
He seems like the type to carry a grudge.
Yeah.
Only a little bit.
But like we're square as we can be right now.
So yeah, night has pretty much gone without a hitch.
Mm-hmm.
It, well, at about 4 in the morning, roughly, a little bit past, Soul, you're just now, like, getting out of bed, and Kel, you're asleep over at the Steam and Steel, when,
A Thrask.
when box text, when windows rattle as the roar of an explosion fills Troll Skull Alley. Charred bodies and anguished screams fly through the air. A thick cloud of acrid smoke billows outward from the blast, which seems to have occurred right outside your door. There is the sound of a massive explosion. Basically, right here. And Soul and Vinny, through your windows, you can't see directly what's happened, but you see the darkness of the early morning split by a bright light, as this low, sort of bassy
Oh no.
fills the air and rattles your windows, and Cal, it wakes you up with a start, and you can hear both Embrick and Avi also have woken up with enough of a start that Embrick has kind of yelled out a little bit, but
Oh shit.
yeah. Not like he's in pain, just kind of like a startled.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm throwing on my because like there's some shit going down outside that's not normal. In fact, it's probably very alien to hear. So I'm throwing on my scale mail and going outside, see what's going on.
Yeah. You step outside, and you hear crying and confused voices, and you can see that there is still like a cloud of smoke kind of rising into the air and dissipating. And there is some commotion going on over at this intersection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soul and Vinny, how do you guys react?
Yeah,
to this?
I put my clothes on at normal speed and slowly walk down.
I didn't bother. In my pajamas.
Nude.
I mean, it's winter. I keep some kind of clothes on.
Yeah.
I have like a tunic or something.
She has a really thick blanket.
Yeah, this is Vinny. This is basically like right after what we just discussed.
Oh, right after.
Yeah, like
okay,
as you were crawling into bed, essentially.
Oh, damn. Okay, so I'm
shitty.
completely freaked the fuck out. I was already like sitting there cold, sweaty, and just yeah. So I jump to my feet. I just grab my stuff. I don't get dressed. I don't have shoes on, and I just start running and just screaming, "Soul!"
Yeah, you and Ron run outside at basically the same time that Cal gets over to the intersection, and you can hear Soul starting to make his way downstairs. And you get outside, and there are bodies littered around the intersection right
Oh
here.
my god.
And there's now a small crowd starting to form, and you can hear people crying, and yeah. So you get down a moment later, and you see the same scene.
Oh my god. I run up to the bodies, just hoping it's no one. I mean, it's bad no matter what, but I tried to look and see if I can recognize faces or anything.
Like, are these people dead, or is there like they're crying in the street in pain?
There are 11 corpses laying in the street.
They're dead. There's
yes.
no one left alive that survived. No one survived this blast just now.
There are a few that you can see that are kind of scorched and singed, that are, around. But, yeah, it looks like most of the people that got hit are now laying on the ground dead. There is an elderly human woman, 2 cloaked male humans, with wearing leather armor and sheathed longswords, 2 female humans, and 1 half-elf that are dressed in they're basically plain clothes, but they look like before they got caught up in an explosion, they were made out of some finer material. There is a male gnome who is wearing a burned cloak and clutching a dagger. And 2 female halflings still clutching the instruments that they were getting ready to play as the market was going to be opening up. And 2 male halflings that looked like they were sitting, or that they were with them, sort of in the same area. And there is a boy who's not dead, but he is kind of on his knees over here, staring at the bodies of the halflings and sobbing. And there are, a small crowd of people gathered around. Some of them you recognize, some of them you don't.
Where's the epicenter? Where would you say like the middle of the explosion was?
Do
I be able to deem where that's at?
Based on like the scorch marks and where the bodies lay, you'd say that it was probably around here.
Okay.
And I don't recognize any of the faces. Just they just seem like.
Make a perception check.
Okay. 12.
You don't recognize any of the faces, but you can see that one of the male humans that were like carrying swords and wearing leather armor, he has a black winged snake tattoo on his neck.
Of course he does.
I think this
on
another...
his right forearm, not his neck.
Yeah, I look at that and like, I think it's the gang war again, right here.
In the North Ward?
Right here.
The North. This is very out of character, I'd imagine. I'm looking at the middle of this explosion.
Yeah, I'm struggling not to cry. Like I'm like, did I lead them here?
I'll just like point to Soul, or I'll just like get Soul's attention and just like point to, like just point up.
I fly up above the roofs.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Five.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's almost the 19.
You fly up and you try to look around to see if you can see anything suspicious, but there's still smoke hanging in the air, and it's making it pretty difficult.
I land and shake my head.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I've been down at the epicenter of this.
Mm-hmm.
And like just see, like smell and sniff and taste the ground. So investigation. See if I can determine what kind of explosive, if this was magical or not.
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. Oh, god damn it. Oh, there's a nat 1.
No.
I have like a +2 to Arcana or something. +3, yes. 4. That's a nat.
You don't taste gunpowder, but other than that, you can't really discern.
Okay.
We could ask humans if they'd smelled like lightning, right? Is that what magic smells like?
Basically, yeah. And around the time that you're saying this, you hear the sound of many boots on pavement as members of the City Watch start flooding in from both sides of the alley. And they're now...
I start moving back towards the building.
They're telling the crowd to get back and establishing a perimeter. And Kel, you are sort of roughly moved out of the perimeter of the blast.
Can I, like... I want to snake my way around everyone. And where's that boy? Sorry, my boss texted me. I don't know if you said something about the boy.
Yeah, there was a little boy who was, like, staring at the halflings and kind of sobbing.
Is he still right there?
Yeah, he's moved back a little bit, but he's sort of, like, cowering over by a barrel over here.
I'm just gonna, like, place myself in between him and the blast. That way he can't look at it. And just, like, softly as I can, try to ask him, what happened.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult to understand him because he's, like, crying.
Yeah.
But essentially what you get out of him is that right after the explosion, he ducked behind the barrel and hid there. And then he pulls out a silver chain with 2 small red-orange beads on it, and says that he heard that plop into the barrel as he was hiding behind it.
Oh, like it got blown from the explosion?
Maybe.
Okay.
The barrel is, like, open only at the top, and it's not hard for you to figure out that it would be... Something would have to be on a very odd trajectory to be blown from the explosion and lands, like, straight into that barrel.
Yeah. Let's put my hand out. Could I take those, please?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Uh, 14.
Yeah, he's still kind of looking in the direction of the halflings, but he doesn't really give any resistance when you take the necklace from him.
Okay. So yeah, it's just a chain with a couple beads on it, pretty much. Like a small, like, jewelry piece.
It looks basically kind of like a charm necklace, but the beads are, like, off center from, like, if you were gonna hang the chain around your neck. Usually the clasp would be resting on the back of your neck. It's sort of off center a little bit, and there's a couple spots on the chain where it looks like charms have been ripped off.
Okay. I'll take it and look at it for a second. It's not... Is it magical? Like, will I be able to... Have I seen something like this before? Or know of something? in my expertise as a artificer's lore, because I have +2, or I get extra proficiency on magical items and alchemical objects.
Make another Arcana check.
Okay, just Arcana.
Yep.
Is this a magic item?
Maybe.
Well, I mean, okay, yeah, oh yeah, 21.
Yeah, you recognize this as a description, or it fits the description of a necklace of fireballs.
Oh shit!
And
okay.
It looks like there are two beads remaining. And yeah, basically you like pull a bead from it and toss the bead, and where it lands, it fireballs.
So what does Cal do? Does he keep it, or does he give it as evidence?
That's
because lawful, Mr. Lawful Good over here.
I'm not lawful good. I'm neutral good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just like the guard. Is all. Fuck. Oh man, what do I do? This is definitely okay. Well, before that, I'm gonna just tell the kid. Shit. Just gonna tell don't worry. Are you hurt otherwise? You're okay?
He shakes his head. No.
Okay. Just hang tight. I'm sure people are gonna want to talk to you.
Yeah, and it's about this time that you recognize that a couple members of like officials have arrived that they're not the typical city watch. They look like they might be actual like detectives.
Okay. Oh, like is there someone from the Watchful Mages Order that I can recognize?
Not anyone that you would recognize, I don't think. And I have art for them, but I forgot to make them into figurines. So
I just want. Do I recognize someone as the quote unquote magic man? I just want to talk to someone about this. Okay, well, as you're doing that, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and slip back over to my companions.
That's a YouTube link.
Okay, huh.
1 minute.
Thank you for sending me a link, or for putting the link, medieval Celtic music.
That's probably really pretty.
I think that's what we're listening to
yeah,
now.
It's the music that I use for the stream. That's what they look like, the two guys that...
you didn't make them into...
Okay. Yeah, I forgot to make them into figurines.
It's okay.
Yeah, I love them. They look awesome.
Yeah, they walk in and they start, like... They talk to one of the city watch who's made a perimeter, and now they're over and they're like looking at the bodies and taking notes and quietly discussing amongst themselves. But yeah.
Just slip over to Vinny.
Okay.
And I'm like whispering in her ears, like, "Do you have any idea why this happened?"
I mean, it looks like just another skirmish. One of them is Zentarum.
I found the weapon that they used.
You did.
And Jen, Vinny would have never heard of like an attack of this like magnitude and with this many innocents in the way. This is
this ward.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really upset that it happened right here.
Yeah.
She feels like this is not a coincidence.
Well,
what is it?
It's a fireball necklace.
Oh shit. What are you gonna do with it? I get
honestly,
real quiet. I like lean down, hands on my knees,
Well, considering what's going on, if you don't have any rhyme or reason of why this would happen, I would like to give it in as evidence.
I mean, I have nothing to do with that necklace, so if...
Okay.
I mean, it would be really cool to keep, but...
Yes, but
I
just look, as she says that, I just look at the dead bodies.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to cause something like that. Not on purpose.
Yeah.
Not on accident either.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just whatever you want to do, Cal. I mean,
Okay.
this is by our business, and
Yeah,
we're
that's
trying
why.
to do everything by the books, right?
That's why I'm so wanting to. Yeah, I'll walk up to the two gentlemen who look like they're running the shit.
Yeah, as you turn away from Vinny to like start making your way over towards them, they're walking towards you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I assume the kid probably told them.
They're the taller of the two is kind of standing behind the shorter guy with the walking stick. And he comes up to you. Are you and he looks down at his notebook. Cal Barrett?
I am.
The owner of Troll Skull Manor?
Part owner, yes.
We'd like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
I would like to ask you some as well. Would you guys like to go step inside, or?
We can speak out here.
Okay, perfect.
What is it you wanted to ask us?
Oh, well...
I will approach too, and,
Yeah, these are my business partners.
Yep.
I will take the necklace out and hand it to the shorter gentleman. And say, a child, one of the children that was nearby said he found this.
Yeah. He will pull a handkerchief out of one of his pockets, and cover his hand with it and take the necklace from you. And
Perfect.
He looks at it for a moment, and as he does so, he mutters something under his breath, and his eyes roll back in his head, so you can only see the whites of his eyes.
Oh, is he appraising it?
And he looks at it, and then his eyes go back to normal, and he closes the cloth around it and hands it to the gentleman behind him. Thank you. We're wondering what you might know of anything that happened.
Well, I mean, no. We heard, as far as I know, I was sleeping in my residence down the way, and there was an explosion, and I came running.
Do you know that gentleman? And he points over his shoulder at the small gnome who's clutching the dagger.
Do I know him?
No.
Yeah. No, I've never met this man, nor do I really recognize any of these other people, as far as I can tell. Besides maybe the bards.
And yeah, you would recognize them. They're pretty frequently come and
Yeah. It's a shame.
perform here on market days.
Yeah. It's tragic, really.
The man kind of shakes his head, and if you hear anything, and he reaches into a pouch on his belt, sort of reaches behind him, and you can hear him unclasp a pouch and pull out a business card, and he hands it to you, and it says Barnabas Blastwind, the protective order of Magists.
Okay.
Oh,
I will,
The Watchful Order of Magists and Protectors.
Yeah, I will give him my business card in return.
he nods, and then turns around and goes back over to the circle, and continues having a conversation with the taller gentleman, and then a moment later goes over and talks to Fala, who is outside over here, sort of standing back away from the rest of the crowd that's gathered, and looking over at what's been going on.
Yeah.
And now that you notice her, like, you can see that from her greenhouse, she would have had a perfect vantage point to see what happened.
Fuck. I didn't even think of talking to her.
And you would know that Fala often gets up very early in the morning to do some work in the greenhouse, because there's some plants that need to be harvested and cared for in that time. But yeah.
Okay.
They get done talking to Fala, and then go over and talk to a wealthy-looking woman who's sort of off over here.
Yeah. Is there a crowd? There's a crowd around, right?
Yeah. Most of these people seem like they weren't actually here when it happened. They were just kind of drawn by the commotion.
Is there anyone that's out of place?
The wealthier looking woman looks like she would normally be shopping in this ward. So that's a little bit out of place. But other than that, the only person that's really not joining in with the general, like, speculative chatter of the crowd is Fala, who's still standing over here, and they're just kind of watching what's going on.
Yeah.
And you said they've done talking to Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was staring at Fala, and I'm gonna start
I'll
going
take
over
this
there
out.
too, because
Yeah, just all to talk to her.
yeah, I wanna
Soul's
talk
just-
to her, too.
It's a good explosion.
Yeah, and that's how you spell that guy's name.
Okay,
Mr.
thank you.
Blastwind.
Yes.
Barnabas.
And yeah, as you guys approach Fala, they give you kind of a meek, sort of that smile that you give someone when shit's fucked up, but you're trying to, like,
Yeah,
seem
the politeness.
Yeah.
Just
like-
polite and that's it.
yeah, basically.
I know. I like Lavinia is looking really shocked and worried. Still not crying, but tears are. Her eyes are a little watery. But morning, I guess, Fala.
Hello.
You doing okay?
I'm not injured.
That's
and
good.
you can see that, like, some of the windows of her shop have been, like, blasted out.
Oh.
Ooh.
Like, yeah.
But are you doing okay? I say again.
I'll be all right.
Did you want help boarding up the windows until they can be repaired? I mean, you have a lot of fancy plants in there that probably can't handle the cold, right?
It'll be all right. Once this all gets cleaned up, I can get someone down here.
Okay. So, I know you just talked to someone, but I'm so scared about that. This happened right here in the North Ward, like right here.
I agree.
Would it be okay if you told us what you saw?
Fala kind of takes a deep breath, and steadies himself. I was watering plants in the greenhouse, and the blast blew out some of the windows. I didn't see exactly what caused the explosion, but when I looked out, through the smoke, I saw a man take something from the body of that gnome, and he limped away towards the bent nail.
Okay. Did the city watch go that way? Like, did we see them walk off towards the bent nail?
When Mr. Blastwind and the other gentleman walked over towards the wealthier looking woman, they stopped a couple of the city watch and spoke to them for a moment, and then two of the city watch started heading in that direction. But they've gone around the corner now, and you can't really see what they've done.
Yeah.
The music just got really loud.
It did.
I still didn't turn it off. Okay. Well, I'm really glad you're all right.
I'll just turn that off for a minute. I am too. I'm glad to see that you're not injured.
It's a real shame our bardic friends had this fell to this fate. I know it's a little soon, but
nods.
I know it's a little soon, but I wouldn't mind possibly putting up some flowers around the area. I'd pay for them, of course.
It's winter.
Oh, yeah.
We could have potted plants in the building.
Well, I mean, I was just gonna put like right where they were.
Oh,
kind of thing.
like as
like a memorial. Yeah.
I see.
A tear starts to roll down Paula's cheek, and they nod.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I'll pay for the flowers if that's all right. When you have time.
Yeah, Paula just kind of shakes their head. Just no need.
Okay. I guess we should probably be taking our leave. Thank you.
Yeah. They nod at you.
Let us know. We're right across the street if you need anything.
Yep.
And then walk back. I'll start walking back this way towards the bent nail.
Oh, you're gonna investigate now. Okay. Yeah, Vinny's still looking kind of like haunted.
I'm still just following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're
as
just
we're
walking that way.
walking, I keep like glancing at Cal, back at Soul.
I'm
back
also
at Cal.
in scale mail for the
I'm
first
like,
time. You've never
oh
seen
shit!
this.
I'm
Yeah.
still in like no shoes.
Yeah, it
I
is.
don't. I'm not
It's
even.
real cold.
Do you want to get some clothes
like,
on real quick?
No.
Okay. Well, I
I
mean,
just-
she can warm herself up.
Yeah, I just keep warming up my feet, and I'm just wearing like a long like tunic thing,
Okay.
like a nightshirt, I guess. Yeah, I'm shivering and just keep like waving my hands, try to keep me warm.
Do we see anything as we're coming like through this? Oh God, this area.
Just marching along.
Make an
I'm looking out for like any kind of
investigation check.
Roger. Oh, not good. Investigation. 9. On my end.
Yeah, no, you don't really notice anything.
Cool.
The two city watch that went around this corner earlier are now on their way back. And they give you a look, but otherwise don't really say anything as they head back over to the group that is over here.
I just
I don't even
chattered
pay
my
attention
teeth
to
at
them.
them.
And
Yeah.
that wealthier looking woman is now done talking to the two investigators, and she has now come over and she's like standing underneath the awning of Trollskull Manor, and is currently writing a letter, sort of almost frantically.
Yeah. I lean into Cal. I don't know. That seems suspicious to me.
Can I like walk up and like try not to be seen? I want to sneak up on her. Basically.
Make a stealth check.
Oh, wow.
With disadvantage because you're in scale mail.
Okay. A 12, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. You're still not quite used to wearing the armor, and it clinks just a little bit too much. And the woman looks up at you as you approach. And
yeah. Mm-hmm. Go on.
I was gonna say that she stops writing what she was writing, but doesn't like make a move to hide it or anything like that.
Can I help you?
I'm terribly sorry. I was writing a letter to my husband. I was stepping under here to get out of the snow.
Oh, I see.
To make sure that you're okay, right?
Yeah. Are you... Sorry, were you, did you see what happened?
Yes. I was coming out of the hat shop over there, and when it happened...
This time in the morning? Wait, isn't it like 4 in the morning?
Yep.
It's pretty early.
Is it the hat shop open?
I'm friends with the owner.
Oh.
I see.
What's your name then, love?
Jezerin Hornraven.
Oof.
Gotta love these D&D names.
Yeah.
Well, Mrs. Hornraven, too bad we couldn't have met under better circumstances.
Yes.
Well, I know this is a little hard, but seeing as in my place of business is right here, if you wouldn't mind maybe giving us a little insight of what happened.
Oh, I mean, sure, I couldn't really see much through the smoke and the fire, but forgive me if it sounds strange, but I tell you, what I saw was not a man. It was more like a puppet shaped like a man, a puppet without strings. It was on the rooftop of this building, and she gestures towards the one across the street right over here.
Oh, wow.
And what is that building?
It's just a residence.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do we know them at all? Have we not met whoever
No,
lives
you haven't
there?
been introduced.
Okay.
As
I've
far
probably
as you know,
seen them
there's
about.
there's like a human couple that lives over here, but you don't know them. That thing, it hurled something into the crowd below, and that's what caused the explosion. I saw those halflings burned alive.
That's horrible.
Must have been very traumatizing. I'm sorry.
And I I warm myself up, and then I kind of warm her hands up a little bit too.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I took my eyes off of it when the explosion happened, but
It's okay.
I didn't see where it went.
Would you like maybe a drink or some tea? Gesture towards the steam, or not the steam. Sorry, the Troll Skull Manor.
That would be lovely.
Yeah, let's go inside.
Take her inside. Yeah, as you're freezing your ass off.
With no shoes and my little
Yeah.
my pajamas.
Yeah, you go inside and you can see that Ron has already come back in, and he's started a fire in the fireplace. And you smell bread baking from the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Cal, you go in and make some tea for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And she finishes writing her letter, which is written on a paper bird. That's not uncommon for like wealthier people to use that as just like the
Right.
main form of
Yeah.
communication. And it
It's like texting each
yeah,
other.
she sends it out, and again the door opens of its own accord, and the bird flies out.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
As I'm getting tea ready, I'll take Soul aside.
Yes.
Go ahead and go upstairs. See if you can try and look onto the other roof. See if you see anything weird.
I'm gonna go to the top of the turret.
Yeah, you get up to the top and look out over the top of the building. This you're like above, so you can see the roof fine. There are some dislodged shingles, but other than that, nothing really of note.
I'll go back down.
Yeah.
Tell them what I saw.
Okay. Yeah. Give her tea.
Oh yeah.
Um. You could see why we'd be so invested in wanting to find out about this incident. Um, we're going to be opening here in a couple days, and something like this could, make people not want to come around.
Or it could make them curious, and it would draw in more customers.
Mm,
And then I just start shivering again. I'm like, I'm gonna go get dressed.
yeah, you do that.
Yeah. Actually, Cal and Vinny make history checks.
Okay.
Ooh, that's good.
That's not gonna be good for me.
That's 20, 22.
Yeah, he got it because I got
yeah.
an 8.
Vinny, you haven't ever really been interested in these kinds of things, but Cal, you kind of recognize, based on like the brief description that the woman had given you, Mrs. Hornraven, about this puppet without strings. It sounds kind of like the automatons that sometimes march in the Day of Wonders parade, which is an event that's held every fall in Waterdeep, and is
Oh, I definitely would know about that.
yeah, it's sponsored by the local Temple of Gond, which Gond is basically like the god of like engineers and invention.
Oh shit! So
yeah.
I probably,
Yeah.
he might, I might be aligned to that. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, like just in like the general weirdness of the description and what was going on, it didn't like immediately strike you. But now that things are kind of calmed down somewhat, and you're warm again, you start to make the connection that this woman might be talking about one of the mechanical wonders that are sometimes paraded through the city during those parades. Yeah.
Shit.
And
okay.
There's only one temple of Gond in Waterdeep, and it's called the House of Inspired Hands. It is over in the castle ward. So
I see.
Yeah, if what this woman's describing has any bearing or like any truth to it. You know, she's not just crazy, and it's the connection that you think that you've made.
Mm-hmm.
That's would probably be the place to go and ask about such things.
Okay. Yeah. As we're sipping on tea and just exchanging pleasantries, like as right about the time she's ready to leave, I'm assuming once her tea is empty.
Yeah, it takes
Yeah, I
a
would
little
have come
bit,
back down
but
by then.
eventually her husband shows up,
Oh,
and
perfect.
comes in looking for her. But she makes him sit down so that she can finish the tea because she likes it.
It's good tea. Yeah. Yeah. Please, feel free to come back in a couple of days. I'd love to treat you guys to,
Oh my.
you know, for as thanks for having to, for us putting you out like this.
Yeah, they smile and make noises of appreciation, and prepare to leave.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
hold the door open for them pretty much as soon as they walk through it.
Yeah. The husband kind of mouths like "thank you" to you as you leave.
Mm-hmm. Just nod my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it's just us again
Mm-hmm.
and Ron, but you know what? Whatever.
Yeah. About now is when Ron's like bringing out some breakfast. He made fresh bread and sausage and eggs.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
I've got it.
What?
I think I know where. I think I know where if we're inclined to try and figure it out, I might have a lead.
I just I don't I'm scared to find out why it happened right there.
It's very scary. That's all the reason more why we should figure it out.
Well, I didn't really recognize anyone. I know at least one of them was a Zent. But what if
Yeah.
some of them were also, from the Xanathars Guild?
Yeah, I understand how that could be concerning.
I'm just scared that it's because of me that, like I brought this over here.
Well, I mean, if we can figure out why, and for some reason, I don't know why they would be specifically targeting you. I don't have any reason to believe why they would.
Yeah. Okay.
But if we can figure out who's doing it, we might be able to stop them from doing it again. If that is the case for some reason, why you think that, or at least tell the guard about it.
Ooh. No, I don't even bring me up at all.
Could just kill them all.
Kill.
Good observation, Soul. That's why we keep you around, my friend.
So
that
what
being
was that?
said,
So
not just the person.
The thing on the roof, though, that's what's weird.
Yeah, I know of a place that might have those lying around. We might be able to track down who acquired one from it.
Yeah, I want to send a letter first.
Okay.
Yeah, from what the woman said, like that thing that was on the roof is what threw the fireball into the crowd.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna. So as everyone's getting dinner and Vinny's
breakfast.
Yeah, sorry, breakfast, and Vinny's riding. I'll just grab on my way out, I'll just grab like a piece of bread, and I'm gonna go back to the Steam and Steel and just change into my leather armor.
Okay.
All right, I have to devise a message to someone real quick.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And I'll leave it up to you guys, but we can leave the session at that if you guys want. Or if nobody else is on much of a time constraint, we can play a little bit longer. I'll leave it up to you.
I mean, only played for 2 hours.
Yeah, I don't have any. I'm off today. It's up.
Oh,
To,
that's
it's up
right. We
really.
played till 4, not 3. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still
Okay.
got a couple
We could take a
minutes.
small
Yeah.
break right now. Well, if you guys want.
Yeah, that's actually probably a
Yeah.
decent idea.
I would like to go pee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Cool.
send a
Sorry. I was
message.
thinking that we had an hour less time than we did.
No,
Ah.
you're good.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right. Same.
Hmm.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right, there's my message, and now I'm going pee. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, did you like the name of my cat?
Yeah, it's pretty great.
I thought of that while I was in the shower earlier. Because I couldn't come up with one. I was thinking about using the Khajiit name generator instead.
That would have been pretty great.
Yeah.
Boy.
So, while we were standing outside, walking around the explosion, I forgot my mic was muted. So
Oh,
I was
man.
talking.
My
It was
bad.
mostly just saying I was following them.
Okay.
That was it.
Well, if there was anything especially important that you wanted to do, we can go back in time and do that if you want.
No.
Okay.
Good. Although, I thought you were gonna have a fiend appear already.
Thought I was gonna what?
Have a fiend appear already.
I
The
mean,
automaton.
we'll get there.
Yeah. It'll be exciting to figure out how to play.
Oh yeah.
So when that happens.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thanks. Okay. Oh shit, that's quite the picture.
Yeah.
Damn. Holy shit. That's a terrible way to die.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess.
I was kind of surprised when I first saw that artwork and like it was literally showing people on fire.
Yeah,
It's a bit intense. But,
it is very intense.
I mean, I feel like that's good though to like kind of get a scale of like the buildings and the explosion and that kind of thing. But yeah.
I certainly didn't expect it.
I told you that shit was gonna go down this session.
Yeah, you were so right.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. It's about time.
Jeremy.
Okay. All I did was literally go downstairs, use the restroom, and grab cold pizza. Did it take that long?
Yeah, because I came back before you did.
I came in. Fuck you.
Oh, I'm just joking.
I posted some reference artwork in the chat. You're welcome.
Oh, that's an explosion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a fireball. Beach.
Beach.
So yeah. Did you guys say that you were gonna make your way over to the House of Inspired Hands?
Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on.
Yeah, I went upstairs. I got changed. I grabbed all my gear and sent my little paper bird.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right. I assume that you guys are getting geared up with your typical weapons that you carry and that sort of thing, just in case.
I was already fully geared up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just assume that you sleep in your scabbard.
Yeah.
I mean, the sword's right there, but
Yeah, you keep it right next to you in your coffin.
Like I am
barely sleeping.
I got some good.
Yeah. You guys start making your way towards the castle ward, where the House of Inspired Hands
which
is. Yeah?
I know very well.
What's up, Jeremy?
I go up to Soul.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, do you still have both of those healing potions?
You have one.
There was 3.
I have one.
Well, one got used.
Yeah, you fed.
I bought
Vinny one of them.
bought another one.
Oh.
Oh.
There was 3 of them originally. I used one on Vinny. I have another.
You should have 2 then.
Okay, well I would have. I thought you had 2.
I gave you one after you healed Vinny.
Okay, I'll give one to Vinny then. Because we fucking forgot like 2 times to give her fucking healing.
Okay.
She can heal
thanks.
herself.
I mean,
I'm conscious.
Not very well, but
I guess.
I save that for stabilizing people usually. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Other than that,
okay, I'll write it down. Okay.
sorry. Continue,
Thanks.
Mr. DM.
Healing
Yeah,
potion.
you guys step outside of the Troll Skull Manor, and the crowd has pretty much dispersed by now. There's still City Watch, like patrolling the area, but the bodies have been cleared away, and you don't see any signs of the detectives that were here earlier. And other than the City Watch and some scorch marks, and the blasted out windows on some of the buildings, there's not really much evidence that anything crazy went down just a couple hours ago. But yeah, you guys step outside, and as you do, a paper bird flies down and hovers directly in front of Vinny.
Yeah. I take it and just kind of hunch over it, to open it up and look at it.
Yeah, and I will send you a message real quick telling you what it says.
Okay. Yeah, she's definitely trying to make sure the others can't read it.
I'm not even like.
You're short. Get out of here.
I'm not really caring because, like, at this point, it's pretty much been deemed that we all just have shit going on, and we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you're writing love letters. Soul gets messages through his cat. And
I'm not writing love letters.
Right.
Yeah.
I swear. No, I swear.
I read the message and I just kind of nod. Okay. Shall we?
Yeah, you guys make your way towards the castle ward. Vinny, you don't know the House of Inspired Hands by name, but once Cal gives you a description of what the building looks like, you know what he's talking about, and you can lead the way there pretty easily.
This is the ward I know the best. I don't like religious institutions as a rule.
Yeah. And about halfway there, another paper bird flies down, this time hovering in front of Cal.
Mm-hmm.
I just look at the others and grab it. Like, okay.
I just smirk
you know the deal.
at you.
Yeah, and I will send you a message telling you what that one says.
Oh boy. We're all so shady.
I mean, some more than others. Soul's the least shadiest of us all.
Yeah.
He's
He's just the edgy.
fairly straightforward about what he's all about. Yeah.
Mostly.
I mean, we talked. He told me he had, like, enchanted swords or something. No.
An enchanted sword.
Yeah, he had something on him, didn't he? Vinny didn't really pay too much attention to it.
She saw it light on fire.
Yeah,
Because I was staring at it and I did it.
It was awesome.
He basically gave me the rundown of what happened, but he didn't tell me what. He just told me, like, the circumstances of why we have a cat.
Yes. Okay. I mean, that's very useful information to know. Oh man, we didn't quite get to the part where there was a dog.
Oh my god, Micah. Oh my god, Micah.
You're welcome.
Oof.
Yeah, you got that?
Yeah, let's
Excellent.
go. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Oh, and one more thing.
Oh, that's gonna be a good episode later.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, you guys finish making your way to the castle ward, and once you get there, Vinny leads you down some like some shadier looking alleys than what you normally would travel, but it does shave off a little bit of time on your way towards the Temple of Gond. And yeah, as you guys approach, the House of Inspired Hands looks kind of like a cross between a temple of and a workshop. The symbol of Gond, which is a toothed cog with 4 spokes, is displayed prominently above some double doors. And up on the rooftop, you see the silhouette of a humanoid shape, kind of perched on the edge. And as you approach, it extends an arm and releases what looks like a tiny metal sparrow into the sky. And the bird flies a little bit shakily at first, and then does a few loops in the air, and then banks and flies down directly towards the group. And I want you guys all to roll initiative.
Oh, fuck.
Shit. Fucking shit.
Yeah, and I suppose we can just use Troll Skull Manor, Troll Skull Alley is like the battle map here. We'll say that Troll Skull Manor is the House of Inspired Hands, and you guys are kind of approaching.
Damn, we're rolling high on initiative.
Soul beat me.
Hot damn. Fucking A.
Yeah. This is exciting.
Yeah, I'm gonna scale you all guys all down. Unfortunately,
it's a giant salamander.
He's like as small as I can get him, but I'm scaling you guys all down to fit in the grid.
I could just, I mean, he's not really fighting.
Right. And yeah, Soul, you're first. There is a small metal sparrow sort of careening towards the group, and a humanoid shape that's like now sort of cowering behind like a lip on the roof, a kind of like part of the roof that sticks up.
Get his ass.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really know this is is this a hostile action? Like we could tell. Because I can't.
I mean, the bird is like nosediving directly towards you guys. It'll probably hit one of you, but yeah. Currently it's Soul's turn though, so he gets to decide.
I mean, I assume that the times I've Soul?
Jake?
Maybe
Sorry, I was muted again.
Oh.
How far up is the humanoid on the roof?
Probably like 40 feet, I'd say.
40 feet.
It's a big
and
building.
The
bird? Around 30 feet. It's mid dive. And you can't really see exactly who it's aiming for yet.
Alright. I'm just gonna kind of fly over them and just kind of sit like 10, 15 feet above them and have my sword out just in case it actually runs into me or is about to.
Okay, so you're gonna
hold my action.
Yeah, prepare an attack for if it tries to attack you.
Yeah, if it looks like it, if it gets like if it's gonna ram into me,
Okay.
I'll attack it.
Sounds good. I believe, Vinny, you're next.
Yeah. I think. Let's see. I'm craning my head up towards that humanoid figure. All the times I've been through the castle ward, I assume it's not something I've usually seen. It's like someone on the roof throwing birds at people.
Throwing birds.
I mean, this thing didn't throw the bird at you guys. It threw it up into the air to see, like, if it would fly, and then the bird was, like, flying around and doing some loops, and then just started careening towards you guys.
Okay, and the humanoid figure is like 40 feet up.
Yeah, he's on the roof, and this is like a 4-story building.
Okay. Yeah, I take a little piece of coiled wire and hold it between my fingers, and I try to cast a message up at the figure, and just to make sure it can hear me. Like, are you hostile?
Yeah, it's just gonna tell us. Yes, as a matter of fact.
Well, just want to see if I can even connect to its mind.
You don't hear a response.
Ah, I see.
Just sounds like a hamster wheel turning.
Yeah.
Okay, and then to the group, I'm like, I try to communicate, it didn't respond. And that's all I'm going to do for now, because I'm not really sure what's going on yet.
Yeah. On the humanoid figure's turn, it disappears from view as it walks, or rather scurries, more like it, further back onto the roof and disappears from view. Cal.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Pole.
run over here.
Okay.
I saw it retreated back onto the roof, right?
The humanoid figure did, yeah.
Yes.
The bird's still mid-dive towards the party.
I'll then run there and take a double. And that'll be
Okay.
my turn.
I'll just ran away.
Yeah, the bird continues on its dive, and Soul, it looks like it's heading for you, and you go to lash out with your sword at it, but it's not flying at you. It's aiming to fly past you, and it ducks around your sword and dive bombs directly at you, Vinny. And what's your armor class?
12?
Damn, only 12.
I can't wear armor.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, this metal sparrow flies directly into your gut and smacks into your belly, dealing
Ow.
2 piercing damage to you as it slams into you with a surprising amount of force, and then it falls to the ground, and it's broken. It's just laying on the ground and it's not moving.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, double over.
And there was the combat for the session, guys.
God damn it. Are we out of initiative now? Is that what the case?
You're out of initiative.
Okay.
I just land back on the ground.
I'm still running. I'm running over here.
Run on your little legs. Yeah, I'm
And
running
I'm
my
trying
belly
to,
and
Yeah.
towing at this little thing, broken in the snow.
I want to try and climb the I want to scale the building as best I can.
Yeah,
Make an athletics check
Okay.
with
the least.
Athletics?
disadvantage because
Not
it's like
acrobatics? Oh,
it's like
fuck.
You
just a
should-
stone wall.
Well, I thought there was like, you know, like anything I wanted to climb on something. Because it's presumably, how many stories is this building?
It's a
Maybe you should
4-story building.
Maybe you should let Soul fly you up if you want to look that bad.
He's on the other side of the building.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't
you're at the
tell.
back of the building. There's like nothing.
I thought he
really-
was already doing that. Wow, it's nothing. Like, there's nothing I could see to climb on.
I mean, no,
Fuck. I was hoping there was like some sort of overhang or something.
no.
Fuck. I'm not gonna fucking climb that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Cal, can you look at that little thing? You know, it looks like a toy. I mean,
Yeah.
you know your little gadgets, right?
Oh yeah, I have Artificer's Lore. I can definitely check that thing out.
What the hell is it about?
What am I making a roll on here? Is it Arcana?
What are you trying to do?
Invest. I'm just trying to see if I can get an idea of who made this, if it's still active, if it's possibly a trap.
Yeah, it's not gonna explode, is it?
That's what I'm trying
Make
to see.
make an intelligence check and add your proficiency bonus.
Okay. On yeah, so on technological devices I get to add my proficiency bonus twice.
There you go.
Okay. So intelligence would be 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, this thing was designed just to fly. Whatever intelligence it may have possessed is beyond you as far as how that aspect of it functioned. But this just looks like a small like toy flying machine.
Yeah, I'll pick it up and put it in my bag.
Okay.
What was the point of that?
Of it attacking us?
Was it really an attack, do you think?
Did that hurt when it hit you?
I mean, yeah.
Then there you go.
A little bit. I just wanted, did it go after me specifically, or was I just the one that was in the way?
I think it was the one that it thought it could hit the best.
But,
No offense.
You didn't see you guys didn't see the thing?
No, I was trying to go around the other side of the building to cut it off, but I didn't see anything. Presumably it went into the building.
Oh,
Oh shit.
so this is supposed to be in church, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's a
Hold on.
temple of Gond.
Yes, let's go
Temple.
inside and see if
Yeah, we'll just knock on the front door.
I mean, it's a church.
church.
It's
We can just
unlocked.
go in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys go into the temple. There are multiple people milling about. Some of them looking a lot busier than others, going into some of the rooms and up and down the staircases towards the back and side of the building. As far as the main hall goes, where you would expect to, like, in a normal place of worship, see like rows of pews and a place to hold sermons and that sort of thing. There are instead like 24 marble pedestals and split up into two rows on either side of the room, each one with a glass dome over it, and inside of those domes are various inventions or models of another creation, and they all just look like displays of some of the wonderful things that worshippers of Gond have created. Amongst them, you see a like a 4-foot tall working model of a clock tower that's made of wood, iron, bronze, and glass, with little brass bells and delicate hands formed of solid gold.
Wow.
You see a wooden flying machine that has wings that flap occasionally as it rises into the air a few inches and then settles back down. There is a miniature model of a mechanical dragon turtle that has a brass plate affixed to its pedestal that reads "Big Belchy sank in deep water harbor on the Day of Wonders" in 1363 DR. There is another one with a plaque that just reads "Waking Helmet," and it's like a leather cap that's equipped with small articulated metal arms and hands that gently slap the wearer if they fall asleep.
Oh, I could use one of those.
There's a miniature model of a red submarine shaped like a manta ray, and it also has a brass plate affixed to the pedestal that reads "The Scarlet Marpanoth, Lantanese submersible, launched in 1489 DR." And there are some other like less notable things, but those are the most
Cool
like,
shit
eye-catching
everywhere, pretty
stuff.
much.
Yeah, basically.
Like this
and-
is like a candy store for me.
Yeah.
And as you guys walk in and start like taking in the sights of these wonders around you, a large bronze dragonborn in priest's garb approach you. And now I have to do my dragonborn voice. Oh boy. Yeah, they approach you and oh boy, say, "How can I help you?"
Yes, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Cal, and I'm a member of the Splendid Order of Armorers, Locksmiths, and Finesmiths. I'm sure you are aware of them. I'll then hand him my letter of introduction from my guild.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dragonborn takes the letter and looks at it for a moment and hands it back to you. It's a pleasure.
Right. Uh, yeah. Is there? Are you the head priest among this temple?
Aye.
I would like. You are. I see. Um, could we perhaps speak somewhere private with my two associates here?
Of
I
course.
just have some. Yeah. Thank you.
And the dragonborn turns around and leads the way over to a door that's leading off of the main hall and opens it and gestures for you guys to go inside. And inside is a medium-sized office with a desk and 2 chairs sitting in front of the desk. And then the dragonborn follows you inside and sits down behind the desk.
Okay. I want to make a sleight of hand check here to take out my palm pistol and place some. Like I have some extra rags with me, like good travelers. Probably something among my clothing. Just place it over the pistol. As in, is there like a seat or something?
Yeah, there's 2 seats on the other side of the desk.
Yeah,
from
I'll
where the
do
dragonborn
like
is
just
going to sit
place
down.
it over the palm pistol, so it's just not sitting there. It just looks like I'm maybe warming my hands up or something.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Uh, 14. Sorry, 15.
If the priest notices, they don't react.
Okay.
I certainly I glance at that thing. What the hell is that?
Um.
Jeez, Cal.
So the reason we've come here is because there's, you might be aware, but or unaware. Is there any? Do you know if any people that might be able to acquire your various items for themselves, or do you guys specifically uh, only use, like, you don't sell your items, you only keep them for yourselves?
We are not a shop.
I see. That's what I thought. So if someone within your church was using your um, technological devices and advances for felonious reasons, would that be a surprise to you?
Of course.
I see. And what if I said I knew of some circumstances that maybe one of your automata were seen causing a terrorist act?
The Dragonborn kind of narrows its eyebrows. What are you talking about? And I should point out, like, it may sound like they're angry, but
Mm-hmm.
you would know, like, you've met Dragonborn before. They all sound
Yeah.
like that. Like
Yeah,
that's
they're always angry.
yeah. They always speak kind of harshly and
Yeah.
have a strange cadence to the way that they talk.
Spitting in common because it
Yeah.
doesn't really work with their mouths.
Yeah, their anatomy is much more geared towards the
Draconic.
Yeah, the harsher language that is draconic, and so common often comes out sounding
Biting.
Angry, when actually this person is not giving off any like body language to say that they're angry at all.
Yeah. This morning around 4 a.m., there was an explosion over in the North Ward. Do you know anything about that?
I've heard rumors.
Now, I live extremely close to where this transpired, this event. And I was able to get there pretty quick before any local authorities arrived. And upon asking one of the witnesses, they said they definitely saw something that I would describe as one of your guys' inventions, basically causing this terrorist act, going through with it. Would you know anything about that?
What did they see?
Well, they saw a strange puppet man, who, and the explanation I give him is pretty much what she gave me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, upon entering or coming to your fine temple here, we were assaulted by seemingly the same thing, and it was atop your temple.
When you first describe what it is that the woman had seen, a look of recognition falls on the Dragonborn's face. If you can say that any sort of recognizable emotion ever befalls their
like
face.
their eyebrows like move a millimeter up.
Yeah. And after a moment, the Dragonborn says, "I believe you're talking of Nim, but he cannot leave the premises."
Nim, is that one of your inventions?
Not mine, but one we own. And with that, the Dragonborn stands up. Please, we can go speak to him. And the Dragonborn holds out a hand to gesture towards the door.
Okay, good, because when I tried to message him, he didn't respond to me.
He cannot speak.
Oh, not even like through his head, brain, mind?
I know not.
Huh.
I just like Yeah, as I like turn around and like have my body in front of him, I just use that to hide my me holstering my weapon again.
Yeah, I'm still like eyeballing Cal a little bit.
I ain't in no fucking playing around mood right now.
He's
And
packing.
Jen, by the way, with message, it's not like you don't speak telepathically with someone. You have to
Yeah, it's
actually
just-
whisper, and it's
That's
just
true,
that
just-
whisper is magically carried.
Right.
So
Can people respond to messages, or is it only one way?
Yeah.
It's when I send a message, someone can message me right back, and it's a whisper that only we can hear.
Yeah.
So anything that wouldn't
Right.
physically be able to speak wouldn't be able to respond
hear.
with the message spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we follow them.
Yeah, the Dragonborn leads you out of the office and towards a spiral staircase at the back of the hall, and leads you up all the way to the top, to the attic. And the Dragonborn goes and attempts to open the door, and it's locked. And so they pull out a ring of keys and start fumbling for one. Finally find the one that they're looking for, and goes to unlock the door, but the key doesn't work. And the Dragonborn looks somewhat perplexed, and tries to open the door again, to no avail, and sighs. It would
Hey,
appear
you want me to?
he changed the lock.
You want me to help?
Vinny, if you would, please.
All right. And I just crack my knuckles and wiggle my fingers, and I kind of look at the lock for a minute, and I try to prestidigitate a lock pick.
Yep.
And I will try to pick the lock.
Okay. Make a dexterity check, adding your proficiency bonus.
All right. Which is okay, so 11 plus dex is 12, and proficiency bonus is still 2 right now, right?
Yeah.
12. Actually, no, plus 2. So 15.
Yeah, you fiddle with it for a few seconds, but however this lock is designed, it's not one that you're familiar with.
Okay.
It doesn't open?
Well,
Nope.
Okay.
And then
Soul?
I pull out my my crowbar. Well,
I just
Uh,
gesture to Soul, and then
oh.
as we get like as we start like as it our body language just picks up that we're about to bust this fucking door down.
Yeah.
I just look at the Dragonborn and I say, "This is some serious shit." And I'm about one paper bird from getting the whole fucking city watch inside this place right now. So if you don't mind,
At that, the Dragonborn stands between you, and exhales a heavy breath, and as it does so, 2 plumes of fire come out of its nostrils.
oh, this motherfucker!
You will not deface my temple.
Just let me pry the door open.
I mean, if we open the door, maybe the rest of the rest of the temple might not get defaced, but a shitload of guards don't probably care about your temple. If I'm being honest with
You can speak to him, but you will not break anything in my house.
I just need the door open, please.
I knock on the door.
A moment later, after you knock on the door, you hear a slight sort of shuffling towards the door, but otherwise nothing else. And as you hear that, the Dragonborn turns their back on both Soul and Cal, and speaks through the door. Nim, open the door. We will not harm you.
Sure. Does he
Uh,
open it?
And
I'm just standing there waiting.
What was that, Jen?
come on, Nim. I'm not mad about being poked. The bird was really cool.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Yeah, all right. Let's see. Oh boy, I rolled better than that. Okay, that's good. It's gonna be 25.
Yeah, a few seconds after you say that, there's some silence. But you hear that same, like, slight shuffling again. And then you hear a click. And then louder shuffling as something moves quickly away from the door.
All right.
Seems to be open.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door, all right? No one's gonna attack anyone. Everyone have put your weapons away, right? We come
Oh,
in
mine. I'm
peace.
already sheathed. Just my arms are crossed, waiting.
Yeah. Okay, and I will try to open the door.
Yeah, you open the door to the attic. And it is very cluttered in there. There are boxes and some discarded like mechanical things. Sorry, I'm trying to search for the right figurine. And hiding behind, well, not really hiding, but sort of cowering behind one of those boxes is a creature, which if you give me just a moment, I will drop in.
A creature.
And that's just mana, probably.
I mean, it's not mana.
No, very different.
Where did
It's
I?
very.
Here it is.
More like-
I assure
more
you,
like
it is not mana.
Eddie. Yeah.
Yeah, probably more like Eddie. Maybe like a halfway point between the two.
There
I
it
could
is.
believe that.
Sorry, I thought that I already had this thing in here, but
It's okay.
Oh damn!
yeah, there is.
That's a fancy fucking bot.
There is a bronze metal humanoid person, kind of sheepishly looking out from behind one of the crates. And it's about the same size as Cal, maybe a little bit taller.
Yeah. Is this? Do we recognize this as the thing that was on the roof just now?
Yeah, it. You didn't really get a good look at it because it was kind of silhouetted against the sun, but it has the same general silhouette, same shape.
Yeah. I just take the bird out of my pocket and throw it on the ground in front of us.
Could have been a little nicer about it.
Yeah, Nim sort of flinches when you do that. And the Dragonborn gestures towards what's on the ground and looks at Nim. What is this? And then the Nimblewright, Nim, you don't know what it is yet.
Yeah.
Starts to make some gestures. It looks like it's speaking in sign language to the Dragonborn.
Oh.
And after a moment, the Dragonborn turns to you. He apologizes. He did not want to harm anyone.
I see.
That's okay. I mean, no real harm done. It just, we were a little unsure what was going on. I'm sorry. I tried to talk to you, but I guess I should have tried signs. But I don't know any.
Can you whisper sign language?
I don't know it. No, I don't. It doesn't work that way.
Um,
I just
I don't think it
did
does.
signs, but I don't know.
Just sounds like in whisper form. um, is it come out from its box?
I mean, it's still like standing next to it, looking like it's ready to go hide again if it can.
Yeah.
But
Did
no, you
it
can
pick
see it.
up the bird? I can't remember.
No.
No.
The birds.
It
I
hasn't.
just like tossed it in front of us. Like
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it hasn't
I'm
come
gonna,
any
open.
closer.
I'm going to scoop up the little toy bird and offer it to him. Trying to like dust it off a little bit. It's probably really cold from the snow.
What was that thing earlier I had? It was a necklace of fireballs.
Yeah.
Its name is Nim, right? And I look at the Dragonborn in front of us.
Yeah, they nod their head.
He is incapable of leaving the premises, you said?
That is correct.
Well,
why is he unable to leave? What keeps him here?
An enchantment that its creator put on it when it was gifted to us.
Oh.
I see. And who is its creator?
Oh boy. One moment. I just had this information a second ago. Where did it go?
It happens.
Where did it go? A Lantanese wizard.
Lantanese.
That is correct.
Does that ring any bells with me? Oh, what is Lantanese? I don't actually know.
It's a type of, or rather, a Lantanese person is from a country that is across the sea from where.
Is it
Waterdeep
Lanton?
Sure. I actually don't know the name of the country, but yeah.
Uh,
I'm sure that there is the information somewhere. It just doesn't tell me in the book.
yeah.
So you don't know the creator's name?
You obviously knew what I was talking. I'm talking to the Dragonborn. You obviously knew what I was talking about when I described when I described it earlier. Is there any other of these in the city?
The Dragonborn opens their mouth as if they're about to respond, and is cut off by something that the Nim begins to sign to them as it sort of inches closer, and as it continues to speak to the Dragonborn, you can see a growing look of anger on the Dragonborn's face.
Ooh.
And after a moment, the Dragonborn turns back to you. I thought not, but it seems that Nim created another. He sought to ease his loneliness, but it fled in terror a month ago. Nim has not seen it since.
Okay.
And with that, the Dragonborn goes over to the door and yells down the stairs to some of the other acolytes in the temple, and tells them to come up and start collecting Nim's tools and unfinished inventions.
Oh, poor Nim.
And the Dragonborn comes back to talk to you, and as they do so, Nim kind of watches sadly as these acolytes come in and start like taking stuff out of the attic in front of him.
I see. Now, I can almost assure you that whatever was created did indeed cause this explosion earlier that killed quite the bit of people.
11 people.
It killed 11 people in front of my place of business, and that's why we're here. Now, we should probably track this thing down and get rid of it. Would you like me to contact the guard?
I will.
What do you mean?
I will contact the watch and tell them. But if you are able to find and destroy the Nimblewright, I would be willing to reimburse you for your troubles.
Of course. Where might we find it? Would you have any idea? Would Nim know?
The Dragonborn looks to Nim when you ask this, and the automata kind of shuffles nervously, and then goes over to one of the boxes that hasn't been cleared out yet, and pulls out one of the only like finished looking inventions or devices in here. And if you give me just a moment, I will show you what it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, it pulls out something that looks like that. It actually pulls that out exactly. It is it's about a foot long copper contraption with an umbrella-like metallic protrusion at one end. And Nim signs something to the Dragonborn. And they turn to you. Nim built this device to find the Nimblewright and tried to seek it out, but discovered that it could not leave. And then Nim signs something else to Valletta. And Valletta explains that it works by holding down the trigger, and while it's activated, if it comes within 500 feet of a Nimblewright other than Nim, the umbrella begins to spin, whir, and click. And the spinning, whirring, and clicking accelerates as the distance to the target lessens.
It's like the motion detectors in Alien.
Yeah, it's
Oh shit! Yeah.
and
through
after,
the walls, man.
Yeah, after the priest explains how it works, they say, "You may take it to find the Nimblewright."
Of course. Reach up and grab it from him.
Yeah.
Oh.
You now have a Nimblewright detector.
Yeah.
Shit.
Might want to keep a better eye on your friend here. I'm sorry about the aggression. We've had sort of a shaken day today, and I'll bow a little bit pretty deeply.
All is forgiven.
Of course. We should probably get on this thing's trail.
Yeah.
Try and get to it before anything else bad happens. Do you know of anyone? Sorry, one more thing. Do you know of anyone that might be able to create a necklace of fireballs?
There are many enchanters within the city.
That seems to be the weapon it used to create the explosion. Would it itself be able to create something like that? Does it have that knowledge?
Nim has no magic.
Okay. Well, we should probably start looking for it as soon as possible.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, and I go up to Nim. I'm like, no, even though this thing you created ended up doing some bad stuff, that doesn't mean you're bad, okay? To be honest, what you created is amazing. And I understand, being lonely. So maybe we can catch this thing and take care of it. Maybe you can get your tools back and maybe stick with your birds for now.
Nim nods at you and then goes back to watching as all of his stuff is being carried out of the attic.
Okay.
What would you like us to do with the Nim that we find when we find it, besides rendering it? And I like put up like quotation signs. Disabled.
Destroy it and bring its remains to me.
All right, not being cute about it. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Well, it's better to come back here, right, than someone that we don't want getting their hands on that kind of technology.
Exactly. That's pretty dangerous shit.
I wonder if it was random or if it had been controlled somehow, influenced by
I hope it was random.
someone else.
Would anyone be able to take control of this as I gesture towards Nim?
Nim shrugs.
Oh, cool. Oh. All right. I don't think we have any other business here currently.
Yeah.
Might be a good place to end off if you want.
Yep. You guys make your way back out of the House of Inspired Hands with your new Nimble Right detector and a little bit more knowledge about what may have happened. But yeah, we will leave it off here and pick up next week with however you guys decide to try to search for this thing.
Yeah, I will say that I thank the Dragonborn for his hospitality and his cooperation, and I ask his name, because I don't think we got it.
Her name is Valletta.
Oh. Valletta. Alright, okay, now I'm satisfied.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah, good session, everybody. Thanks for playing.
I was totally prepared for you to not like. I already knew what was gonna happen. You were gonna the lock was not gonna work, and I was just gonna have Soul busted down.
I was prepared to kick the door down.
I have a crowbar, guys. Kidding.
You're like it's
That's
like
no
you're
fun.
my two. It's like you're my two like my guys. It's like, all right, this one. All right, try the other one.
Yeah, we are just tools. In your,
Exactly. I'm glad you noticed.
tools in your belt.
All right.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I guess we'll pick this up again next week.
Awesome.
Yeah, good session, guys.
Yeah, cool shit.
Yeah.